guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like I start all my videos like either my bedroom or my kitchen. So I came out in the sunroom to start my video here. But I need to clean out and reorganize my refrigerator because with this whole corona thing going on, we've been buying extra groceries more than we usually do. And what's been happening is I just keep shoving stuff in there and I don't know what's in there. There's probably stuff in there that's going bad and I really don't want to throw anything away or waste any food. So I am going to pull everything out, freeze whatever needs to get frozen, and just kind of clean it out so I know what's in there and I don't have food that's going bad because that's such a waste. But yeah, today is actually Wednesday. I just got home from work not long ago. I normally don't work Wednesdays, but our work is shutting down. So I went in to just finish up a couple of things since we'll be closed for a little while. Eddie has been working from home for a few days now. So it's kind of nice having him home. I've really been needing to get this done and I have about maybe like 40 minutes. I have to go somewhere in a little bit. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I can before I have to leave. But I will show you kind of what the situation looks like before we start. This is what the kitchen looks like right now. So I just have a couple things I need to clean up. I washed some dishes. I have some in the dishwasher. It's not full yet. But the other day, we went to Harris Teeter to grab some groceries that we needed. And I got these bananas, all of these, this whole bag for 87 cents. So what I thought I was going to do is peel them and freeze them, like break them up in chunks. And I love putting them in smoothies. They taste really good frozen in smoothies. They taste sweeter. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I might save a couple to make like some muffins or banana bread or something. But I need to take care of those. And then this I just ordered on Amazon. It's huge. But I usually put bay leaves when I make soup or things like that. So I was running low. And apparently this thing is huge, but that's fine. And then some of these dishes need to go in here, but I can't reach. I have to get the step stool. So yeah. Let me show you. All right, this is currently the status of the refrigerator. As you can tell, it looks very messy. I have stuff randomly placed. I hate when it looks like this. So I'm going to take everything out and try to reorganize it and maybe throw away stuff that's already gone bad. Hopefully not, but yeah. So let's get started. Taken out most of the produce, things that I know are still good. For example, I have like carrots and I left all the bread in the bread drawer. That's all good. But I'm going to go through all of this and I think I'm going to kind of make a list or like a meal plan almost. So I know what I have and I know write down what I need to use up so it doesn't go bad. For example, I have some strawberries. I bought some new ones yesterday. But I have some in here and in here. These I already washed. They were getting soft. I have to see if they're still good. So I think I'm going to either use these up in a smoothie today or freeze them to use up in a smoothie. For example, like my soft strawberries. Bought some corn yesterday too. I need to like use things like these up, grill them or whatever. Just, you know, to kind of use them up. They don't go bad. I bought some zucchini too. Some of this I'm going to chop up and freeze. I'll throw this into like soups and things like that. And the other one we could also grill. I have a big pack of bell peppers that I bought. So this too I need to wash, cut some up either to grill and then the rest to cut up for like snacks. Some celery too. I have frozen celery before and then just throw it in soup, like chop it up. And yeah, just random things that I need to use up. So I did go through and take out all of the food that was, you know, old or leftovers that I need to get rid of. I have some strawberries and lettuce over there, if you can see, that I'm going to put in the garden for compost. Strawberries were too soft and lettuce was going bad as well. And I don't really have time right now to cut stuff up that I need to go in the freezer. So I just kind of made a list of what I need to cut up and freeze. Let me show you. It's a messy, kind of a rough, messy list. But I saw things that I saw were either getting soft or I knew I needed to use up quickly. So for example, apples. I have some apples in there too that are kind of getting softer, and I don't personally like to eat soft apples. I like them to be hard. So I made a list to make apple pie, and we also bought vanilla ice cream. So I thought it'd be perfect to make apple pie with vanilla ice cream. We did buy not a lot, but ground beef yesterday, and I don't know how many pounds it is, and we usually don't eat that much ground beef. So I made a note to freeze half of it, and the other half I'll find a recipe to use it up. And then I made a list of things I want to grill. For example, the corn, some zucchini, bell peppers. Those are all things I could put on the grill. And then I made a list of things I want to freeze, cut up and freeze. So for example, celery, bell peppers. I have some onions. I think I have one or two that are kind of getting a little bit soft. So what I'm going to do is cut those up. And I have a lot of carrots too that I'm going to grate and saute those. And those are usually things I put in soups or a lot of recipes. Even when I make rice, I add onions and carrots. So what I'm going to do is cut them up, saute them, and then freeze them. And when I'm making soup, I could literally just toss it in. And some I might even leave in the fridge. I'm gonna make a list of make a meal plan of what I'm going to make this week. And if I need it, I'll leave some in the fridge. If not, the rest of it I'll just put in the freezer. The bananas, like I showed, I'm going to peel, and same thing, either break them up in half or in thirds and freeze all of those. And the strawberries too. So a lot of them I did get rid of because they were too soft. I did the better ones I cut up and put in the cup. Either I'm going to blend and make a smoothie with, or Eddie likes crepes and blended strawberries. So I'll either do that or I'll just put them in the freezer. And then I also kind of made a list of things I want to use up. For example, I have some what is it called? Romaine lettuce that I'll either use for sandwiches or for a salad. The other half of ground beef, so I have to find a recipe to use that up. I have some fresh strawberries that either need to wash and eat, or again, figure out a way to use them. And then I have a half of a cabbage that I have left over from soup. So I might either cut that up and freeze that as well for soup, or use it in like a salad or something. And then I kind of made a list of things I want to make. So for example, the crepes with strawberries, the grilled veggies, and then I have some potatoes. I've been wanting to make potato pierogies. They're really easy. I made them once with my mom when she was here. I think I got the recipe from Natasha's Kitchen. So I want to make those and freeze those. I love eating those. So yeah, that was just kind of like a quick thing I jotted down. So now I have an idea of what I have, what I need to make, and what I need to freeze or use up. So right now I actually have to head out, so I will continue this later. So it is much later, but I am going to try to finish up a couple of things that I wanted to do. Sorry if it's loud, the dishwasher's running. I have my bananas here that I'm going to peel and put in a bag to freeze. I have some celery. I didn't do all of it because some of it I might use or just snack on. So I ripped off a few of the celery stalks, washed them. I have them here. I'm going to chop those up to freeze, and 2 of my zucchini. So I had 4 in there, and 2 of them I'm going to freeze, and the rest hopefully I'll use up within recipes this week. So I'm going to start off with the bananas, and I'll dry these up, chop them up, and put those in the freezer. am all done chopping all of that up. Sorry if it's loud again. Sorry, the dishwasher is going and Eddie's watching something in the room. But I think that's all I'm going to do for today because it's, oops, wrong way, sorry. It's already 11 o'clock and I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. So I'm going to quickly show you the refrigerator. It's not a huge drastic difference from the before, but now I know what is in there, and kind of went through and took out like the leftovers and things like that I had to get rid of. But I'll quickly show you what that looks like. So on this side we just have water, some drinks, and some things. Up here I have my vegetable or fruits and some celery, the eggs, and then that's the ground beef I have to use up. And then now I know where everything is. It's a lot more organized. And this drawer could be organized a little bit, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. And yeah, so I think that looks a lot better than it did before. And trying to use up that milk. Hopefully tomorrow I'll make my latte in the morning and I'll be able to use up that milk. But yeah, that's what the refrigerator looks like. I kind of need to organize the freezer a little bit too. If you saw when I put the bananas, zucchini, and things in there, when I freeze things, I try to lay them flat, especially if it's like chicken or something. And then this way it freezes flat. And then when I put them in the drawers, this is a mess because again, I've just kind of been throwing stuff in here, but I can kind of stack it up and down and it saves so much more room because when it's laying on top of each other, you don't really see what's in there. But when it's stacked, it's easier to kind of flip through, almost like a filing system. So yeah, I'll just have to go through and organize this tomorrow because it's a bit of a mess. In this drawer, I usually keep my frozen like fruits and like spinach and things like that, like smoothie stuff. So again, I have to go through and organize this because the bags are all over the place. And then this is usually like my meats drawer. And then on this side, it's kind of a mess, but usually up here I have like my frozen parsley, dill, things like that. I have a frozen pizza up there. And these two drawers usually will have like ice cream or frozen dinners. For example, something quick. We've really been liking, or I should say Eddie likes, like these butter chicken, these Indian butter chicken things. We usually get them at Trader Joe's. And so yeah, just a couple of those things. I hope this gave you some ideas of what to do with some of your extra food so it doesn't go to waste. I know most of us did stock up because everyone else was stocking up, and it's one of those things, it's like a chain reaction. We usually will have like some pantry items in like our pantry cabinets, some canned things, but seeing how all the shelves were going empty, we went and stocked up a little bit extra. So that's why our refrigerator is a little bit more full, and I'm very thankful and blessed that we were able to do that. I know some people are not able to, so even though I usually don't like when things are stuffed or my cabinets are really full because again it's like unorganized and you can't see everything, I am very thankful that we are able to stock up and have extra. But with that being said, I also don't want to be wasteful and just stock up and then end up throwing things away. So we did buy stuff we will eat, but for example, like the fresh things, they go bad quickly. So I have to figure out a way to store them. So yeah, those are just a couple things. And I will go through and just try to make a meal plan to use up the things in the refrigerator so they don't go bad, like the meats and things like that. But yeah, let me know if you guys enjoy these types of videos, and I'll try to record some of the other things that I told you I wanted to make. For example, like the apple pie, the potato pierogies, and just a couple other things. Hopefully I will get around to actually making. I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all next time.